My name is Matthew, and this is how training saved my life. What's up, everyone? So I made it to be a goal for me this year to start journaling, writing stuff down, all right? Either like how I feel, goals, things I want to achieve, just, stuff like that. Get everything in my head out on paper. I basically set this goal a few times, and just like anybody else, right? We set new goals, and sometimes it's just like, it's not the right time, or I just can't do it, and this and that. We make excuses, blah, 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 whatever, right? We've all done it. I've done it many times. When it comes down to journaling, writing stuff down, it helps. I feel good, but it only lasts like 5 days. And I was thinking to myself this year, like, I don't understand why why can I only journal or write stuff down for a few days? I don't understand. And I've come to the conclusion of, I think it's just because I'm scared. I think it's because I am worried or fearful of like letting things out that have been inside for so long. And I think sometimes these things limit me from seeing what I need to see for, goals I have set for myself. Now I want to share this with you guys because I think this is very important. I think it's important for you to understand how you feel. I think it's important for you to understand what's holding you back. Sometimes the subconscious mind holds things. And sometimes we use grudges or hate to fuel your drive. Self-hate or self-abuse, like we do these things to ourselves because sometimes it's, it is a fuel. It is something that drives you. So I want to tell you and share with you a story of how training saved my life. How these aren't just dumbbells. These aren't just barbells. It's not just a kettlebell. It's not just slam balls. It's not just battle ropes. It's not just fitness. You're voluntarily pushing yourself to a limit. You're voluntarily putting yourself in a position where you have to put in work, effort, pure physical effort to achieve something. If it's 12 reps of 225 on back squats, that is your goal. That is your standard for right now. And you must achieve it because you have something else that you want to achieve on top of that. There are a lot of people that go to the gym for many different reasons. My reason in the beginning was because I wanted physical change. I wanted an aesthetic look. I wanted to feel more confident. I was tired of being pushed around in school. Whenever it comes down to sports, I was very athletic, but I never looked athletic. One of the hardest times of my life was from age 17 to about 23. And these were the hardest parts of my life because my grandmother passed away, a lot of stuff was happening at home, and I leave home, trying to figure out my way, had no idea where I was going. My real dad has been out of the picture since I was a little kid. I have like faint memories of him. My mom married, a guy that had problems of his own. He had his own history with his family and stuff like that, so he tried his best, okay? He tried his best to be a good stepfather. But I never had that father figure, that father role model that could be there physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all that. So I'm here in the world trying to figure out my life as I'm out of the house, and I didn't leave the house voluntarily. I wasn't just like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go pursue my goals, guys. It's not what happened at all. But as I'm trying to figure out my life and do my thing and try to see what I want to do, I had no idea. I was failing college and I was working, and I knew I wanted to create a life better than I had growing up. I wanted to have kids. I wanted those kids, my kids, to have their father, which was me, right? And I wanted to be present. I wanted to break the chain of what I had, and I wanted to create something better. So in the Army, I joined a year after, basically when I was kicked out of my home. I was kicked out when I was 18. Basically, my stepdad told me to grab a few things and leave for a few days because he didn't want to see me, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna come back. So I did that. And then a year passes by. At 19, I enlist into the military. We go through basic training, airborne school, this and that, get stationed in Alaska. And when I was stationed there, the very first time I ever walked foot on the post, I was probably in the worst shape mentally that I've ever been in my entire life. Thoughts I never thought that I would think. And I just hated myself. I was I was embarrassed, I was shy. It's harder than I thought it would be. I was I was embarrassed and I was shy of who I was. I feel like I never knew exactly who I was. I felt like there was always pieces of me that, I don't know, a void, something. Like I'm always trying to find and figure out what it is about me that people leave me all the time. Why did my real dad leave? Why is my grandma dead? Why was I kicked out of my home? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong in my head? Is there something wrong with my characteristics? Is there something wrong with something? Like, what is it about me? So I'm looking in the mirror one day getting ready for a formation, and I tell myself in the mirror, I'm like, you know what? You're gonna forget all this stuff, dude. You're gonna forget all this stuff. Training has always been an outlet for you, Matt. It's always been an outlet for you. You train, you're happy. You train and you feel something. You've progressed. You've earned things because you are disciplined in the gym, working on yourself. So every day from that point on, I knew I was gonna go to the gym anyways. But now it wasn't just training. It wasn't just training to have big arms, a big chest, nice abs, whatever the hell it is, right? It was no longer aesthetic. It was because I needed to mentally be okay with myself. I needed to find something, a purpose to live in this world, to be somebody and be more than the men that were in my life trying to be my father. I wanted to be something much more greater than that. So training was no longer just that. And I told myself, if I don't succeed in the Army, if I don't succeed in this, what I want to do, then there's no point of me being in this world anymore. I felt like there was no purpose. I'm like, what do I have to live for? I don't, like, why am I even here, right? But every day from that point on, I trained for a specific reason, and it was to feel something. It was to feel something, and because of that reason, I pushed so hard in the gym. It was more of a self-abuse than anything else. And yes, that is toxic. It's a very toxic way to think and how to feel for yourself. But those things created discipline and strengthened me to be the best leader I possibly could in the Army. It helped me accelerate with getting ranked, promoted. It excelled me with just being more driven and confident in myself. I was building characteristics I never knew I would ever have. I tell people all the time, dude, back in the day, I was super shy. I had low self-esteem, low confidence, nothing. You would never see me talk like how I am right now. No way. Never. And now I do it because I've earned that. I've worked for it. Progress is earned, it's not given. I worked for this progress. I've worked for who I am today, for the things that I've gotten, right? For what I'm doing with my company, my business, the things I want to do for you guys. I've worked for these things, especially when it comes down to working on yourself. Training saved my life because it helped me create purpose. It helped me find my purpose. Helped me find some, and yes, you could be like, well, yeah, you're a coach. Of course it's your purpose, this is your calling, this is your career, whatever, No, that's not what I'm saying. Yes, this is what I love to do, and I knew I wanted to do it. My soldiers were the ones that said, man, you should get out and you should coach. You're good at it. It's fun. I love training with you. You're so uplifting. So I did it. I wanted to do it. But training helped me find things about myself that I never thought I would find. God, man, come on. Training helped me learn how to control my emotions. It helped me learn how to love myself. And that is what's the most powerful thing about what this is just that. I was a young man lost in life with no direction or leadership whatsoever to even just emotionally support me. So I learned it on my own. Training helped me do that. Training saved my life. 100%. So I want to share a story with you guys. And I hope you gained something from this. I hope it's some value, or maybe something that you could do, or maybe view training in a different way. But I share this with you guys because I want to learn to let go and be more vulnerable with the things that make me who I am. The reasons why I do the things I do. There's more of a root cause than just I want to train because I want to get bigger or faster or more powerful. There's more to it than that. And I feel like me doing this is going to help me better get out of more comfort zones. And I do want to be consistent and disciplined with writing my thoughts down, writing my emotions down, writing goals down, stuff like that, journaling. I want to get more consistent in that. This is going to help me do that. And at the same time, hopefully I can help other men, other people, you know, become more vulnerable and more okay with letting out your emotions and talking about specific things. This is one video too many. This was very hard for me to do, but I'm glad I did it. I feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how I end every video. Coach Matt, train hard, live strong.